Honestly, you hear, especially going overseas, I used to hear horror stories like, they would put you up in a hotel, way out of the way, and they would take 2 hours to drive you back to the gym and
Mm.
stuff like that. I didn't really experience anything like horrible, nothing horrible, but I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen to guys. Even honestly, there were times when we had our shows in Hartford, and if I wasn't fighting, they'd say, "You want to help us out?" and pick a couple guys up from the airport, or take them to the hotel, and so I'm like, yeah, all right. And so I was always fair with guys, but I used to hear stories like they would have a guy that needed to go do his medicals, and at the last minute, and it may take, you know, an hour and a half, but they would make sure it lasted for like 6 hours. So they would have this guy out there
Mm.
doing his medicals for 6 hours.
Wow.
So he's frustrated, he's irritated the whole time. His blood pressure is rising a little bit. There's lots of ways to mess with an outside fighter. There's a lot of ways that people wouldn't even think of. You put them in a hotel. Like I don't know if this was done on purpose, but when I fought Drake Dadsey, right? And that was a horrible fight for me. Like it was a lot going on, but even without that, I remember they put me in a hotel, and I don't know if they did this on purpose or not, but they put me in a hotel, and I'm trying to go to bed. It's like 11 o'clock at night, and it's downtown Boston, and all of a sudden I hear this. It sounded like an airplane was flying by my window, like right outside the window.
Mm.
I get up and I'm like, "What is this?" And I open the window, and the L train was literally
Wow.
going by the window, like I could have reached out and touched the train. It was right there.
Wow.
And so I go down to the lobby, and I'm like, I'm groggy, and I'm like, "Hey man, I got to fight tomorrow." I go, "Can you guys put me in a different room on the other side of the hotel?" "Yeah, yeah, okay, let's do that." So I move all my stuff. I go to the other room, and then again, I don't know if this is on purpose or not, but I get in the other room, and all of a sudden I hear this yelling and screaming out in the alley, right? And I look out the window, and it was right above where all the nightclubs were, and all the people were getting out of the clubs. They're drunk and they're fighting and throwing bottles, so
Wow.
so that was my night, before the fight.